Welcome to Alan Wake. Hopefully we can beat this game in a reasonable amount of time so I can start Alan Wake 2. So, because I want to play that one real bad. It's bought out the other day, so as a result, that's why they have this one now. Normal.
Stephen King once wrote that nightmares exist outside of logic, and there's little fun to be had in explanations. They're antithetical to the poetry of fear. In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and it's what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. I've always had a vivid imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream. Following a typical nightmare pattern, I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination, a lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there. I'd seen the hitchhiker too late. He was dead. I was convinced they'd put me in jail and I would never see Alice again. Suddenly, his body was gone. I was in shock from the crash. I could hardly stay on my feet.
I don't know if I'm liking this over-the-shoulder view. It's kind of weird.
I had to go to the lighthouse. I knew there was something important waiting for me there.
Do, 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 do.
You don't even recognize me, do you, Ryder? You think you're God? You think you just make up stuff? Play with people's lives and kill them when you think it is.
Ooh. Alan Wake, you're very slow.
You missed your deadline! Damn. You can't stop me!
I realized that the hitchhiker was a character from the story I'd been working on.
Well, that's not good, pal.
How does it feel to die by the hands of your oppression?
Run, motherfucker, run! Run faster! Alan, come on! Come on! Let's slow down. Go, 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 go.
Oh no! Stop! No!
Well, damn.
I was trapped. There was no way out. Cabin was a death trap. I had to get out.
Well, how exactly does one... Okay.
Follow the light. You are hurt. You should go into the light. You are only safe there.
Oh, that's how I heal?
Well done. I have something important to tell you. It goes like this. For he did not know that beyond the lake he called home lies a deeper, darker ocean green, where waves are both wilder and more serene. To its ports I've been. To its ports I've been. Do you understand?
No.
Oh, I agree. I agree, see. Right, like...
To teach you, the darkness is dangerous. It's sleeping now. When it feels you coming, it will wake up. There's no time. I can only show you the most important thing. The hitchhiker has been taken over by the dark presence. You can't hurt him now. The darkness protects him from all harm. Only light can drive the darkness away and make him vulnerable again. Here, take the light. Turn your flashlight toward him and burn the darkness away. You did it. Now the darkness no longer protects him, but it's still inside, controlling him. He can't be saved. He's still a threat. He is still your enemy. Here, take the gun.
Let's go, I got a gun.
Now you'll die. Good. You've done well. Remember what I've taught you. That is all. I will give you back your dream now.
In the nightmare, a terrible darkness was taking over the world.
Tutorial
The
mode.
lighthouse was the last
Completed.
safe place on Earth.
Alright, so I'm already out of battery charges. Nice, nice. Oh, hey look, flare gun.
Just like...
Oh boy. Okay. Just left it and right to change the defense to the weapon. Oh, hold on. Oh, well, he's gone. Let's go.
I can keep this up.
So I see. Run, motherfucker, run! Come on, Alan. You could go a little bit faster than this, can't you? You slow motherfucker. That's not fucking creepy.
Wake up. Shh, baby. Just another nightmare. Everything's fine. You dozed off.
Right. Anything more than dozed off would be news for everyone.
Cheer up, handsome. We're here.
Welcome to Bright Falls. Not the scene of every horror movie ever made. Or I guess in this case, every horror game. I've never played Alan Wake, so I hope this game is actually good comparatively to the second one.
Let's act like we're on vacation. Go stand next to that old gentleman there. I want a shot of you with the town in the background.
Sure. I'll even give you a title for the shot. A city boy, moments before he got eaten by a bear. Hi.
Hello there. You picked a good time to visit our town. Deerfest is just 2 weeks away.
Deerfest, huh? Did you hear that, honey?
You have a lovely wife, if you don't mind me saying. I'm Pat Maine, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm Alan Wake.
I won't pretend I don't recognize a famous writer such as yourself, Mr. Wake. A pleasure. I'm an avid reader myself. I hope this isn't too presumptuous of me, but I'm the night host at the local radio station. Any chance I can get an interview?
Look, Mr. Maine, I'm on vacation. In fact, I'd appreciate it if we could keep my being here just between the two of us. I'm sure you understand.
Fair enough. You can trust me to be this. Not a hard man to track down if you change your mind, though. I hope you two have a lovely holiday.
Very nice. I got a couple of really good ones. So you made a friend. That's cute.
Right. Yeah?
Hey, bestseller. How's my favorite writer? Are you there yet?
Barry. Yeah, we just got it.
Are the locals giving you trouble? Just say the word, and I'll hop on a plane and come make sure that you're left alone, Al.
No, Barry, we're fine.
Great, great. Just want to make sure you can relax and recharge. So, how is the place? Has it gotten your creative juices flowing?
Barry, we're just settling in.
Okay, Al. I'll call back later to make sure you're doing okay. And you call me if there's a problem, okay? Okay.
Deerfest.
Just looking out for you, buddy. Talk to you later.
I love you too, Barry.
What was it like? I
Your
can't remember what
dog is
year
going
it
to
is.
be calling you every 5 minutes.
Barry is Barry. I can always turn off the phone.
What did I tell you?
Text message from Barry. He says hi to you too.
Spinny, spinny, spinny,
Alan,
spinny,
we're here.
spinny, spinny,
Come on, let's
spinny.
get back to the car.
I believe this one's ours. No? Is it this one? It is. We have the shitty car. Gotcha.
We need to stop at the local diner to get the cabin key from the landlord, a Mr. Carl Stuckey. He's waiting for us.
Gotcha.
I'll go fill her up while you get the key. I'll pick you up here in, say, 15 minutes.
Sure.
Alan, thank you for coming here with me.
I love you too. Go on. I'll promise to behave.
I wouldn't promise such a thing.
I'd forgotten there were still places like this. Towns where everybody knew everybody.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for...
Mr. Wake. Alan Wake. Oh, God! I am your biggest fan. I know people say that all the time, but I really am.
I'm glad to hear that.
Rose.
Rose, I'm looking for Mr. Stuckey. Carl Stuckey?
Carl? Oh, of course, Mr. Wake. He must have gone to visit the restroom. He'll be back in a moment. I can't believe it. I've got all of your books. I got the cutout from the bookstore when they took it out of the window.
And you keep it here. Well, okay. Good for you.
Alan Wake. What does it say? The Sudden
Try
Stop.
the coffee.
Right.
International
Just don't say much
bestseller.
when you fall in love,
Vacation.
'cause it'll break your heart when you have to leave.
Rusty here is no longer...
Do me a favor, Sonny. I could really use a tune right now. Coconut, number 6 in the jukebox. I'd do it myself, but both of my legs have gone to sleep. Bad circulation. Yeah.
Are you serious? Coconut again? You disgust me. Call yourself a rocker. Unbelievable.
It does that. Get stuck. Yeah. You need to give it a good solid whack. Now that's what I'm
As someone who's already seen Alan Wake,
Yes.
the thing from the Game Awards,
This
I
is
know who
it.
this is.
I've died and gone to hell.
Are you shitting me? We have to go back. I don't think I can go back. I missed one. I'm gonna have to replay this whole goddamn game and get that, aren't I? Son of a bitch. I did not know that was the collectible.
Don't go in there, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
I didn't want to wait. I wanted to find Stuckey, to get the key and get out as soon as possible.
Sorry, Alan, I cut you off.
Hello? Mr. Stuckey?
Carl couldn't make it. Unfortunately, he was taken ill.
Mm-hmm.
But I have the key for you and instructions on how to get to the lake.
Okay.
I wish you a good stay in my cabin. I'll come by later to check how you've settled in. And to meet your wife. I insist.
Thanks.
Cauldron Lake is a special place. Very inspiring.
Mm-hmm. You're not
lucky
fucking
this
creepy.
time, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
What's up, Odin?
Even that sounds better than your singing.
Are you alright?
Splendid, splendid. Damn hernia. It swells up like a balloon if I lift anything heavier than a spoon. Yeah. Splendid, splendid. It's been a long time gone. Good to see you.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to have a bottle on you, would you, Tom?
I wish.
The Andersons. They're, local musicians. We're waiting for Dr. Hartman to come pick them up. They wandered off from his clinic at the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
No, you don't have to lie to me. I know who they are.
Bye, Mr. Wake.
Yep.
Mission accomplished. The key and the directions.
My hero. I got some flashlights, just in case.
Hey, wait! Mrs. Wake! Your keys!
That diner was a real nut house.
Can you believe this place? This would make a wonderful setting for a book.
We're supposed to be on vacation, Alice. I'll figure it out when we get back home. Okay?
Okay. We can talk about this later.
10 hours later.
I didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to bury my head in sand.
Here's another one of my favorites to go with it.
Once upon a time, I was a successful writer, but that was a long time ago. I hadn't been able to write a word in 2 years. Not since my last book.
And now the weather. It's gonna be a clear day, so you folks in the big city might want to look up every once in a while. See those stars winking down at you? It gets pretty dark out here, but they'll light your way.
Diver's Isle.
Wow. It's gorgeous, Alan.
It's something, all right. Don't worry, honey. I'll get you inside safe and sound before it gets dark. And I've got the flashlight. Alice had a phobia. The fear of darkness. I wanted to make sure we were inside with the lights on before sunset.
It's kind of an odd thing to be afraid of, just, you know, with the way the story is. You know, Harold the darkness and all that. Yeah, but I gotta make sure there's no thermoses back here for some odd reason.
Alice had told me about Cauldron Lake Lodge. The old building used to be a hotel, but these days it was no longer open to the public.
Any thermoses lying around since I already missed one in the fucking tutorial? Because I didn't know that was the fucking collectible.
An old generator had been connected to the power cable.
Oh, this is DBD right here, man.
The lights are on. Good work, honey. I'll freshen up a bit and start settling in.
Okay.
Being honest, I didn't even know they were off.
Sure thing. Have fun.
Oh, I don't get a choice. Insane.
It was a beautiful place. I told myself I could rest here, sleep here, and forget about my work.
I was wrong. I was very, very
I
wrong.
thought we could be happy here.
Oh, I can't run. If you don't fuck off, Odin.
Alice? Honey? A shoebox filled with books by Thomas Zane sat on the shelf. I'd never heard of him before.
The Labyrinth of Me, The Temple and Shadow of Mist, her in her dreams to prevail, kept from sleep. Okay, well, thankfully I don't have the flashlight yet, so we know that that's not...
Alan, I'm upstairs.
Nope.
I have a surprise for you.
Good. There's 2, and I'll only be able to get 98, because this game is fucking stupid.
The Deerfest guests have already started to arrive. Just ran into one on the ferry.
Is there anything down here? I don't see a thermos or anything, but it doesn't hurt to check.
The water was black. I couldn't help but imagine all sorts of horrors lurking in the depths below.
Yeah, that's probably because there is all sorts of horrors lurking in the waters below. It's called foreshadowing, Alan.
Folks, I guess the secret's out.
So,
Pat Main, I'm KBFFM. Now some music.
Great. So much for keeping a low profile.
oh, boots. So what the hell?
Alan, come here, Slowpoke. I'm waiting.
Surprise!
Alice.
Son of a bitch.
I guess I have a small confession to make. I thought maybe you could write here that a change of scenery would get you past...
Damn it, Alice, everyone
Hey, hey, just hear me out. There's a local doctor, Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here. He specializes in helping artists. Maybe...
So now you want to get me committed?
No, it's not like that. That's not... Alan? Alan?
Just don't! I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice! God damn it! I knew she wouldn't follow me in the dark. I needed some time alone to think things through. Damn it. Alice? Alice? Alice! The cabin had gone dark. All the lights were out. Alice! What the hell?
Oh, we're in combat mode. I can't run.
Alice? Alice? Oh no!
Keep going, Alan. Wake up.
Alice? Waking up in the crashed car felt like I had woken from one nightmare and entered another. I couldn't remember how I got there. All I knew was that something terrible had happened to Alice. The phone was dead. I'd have to find help on foot.
Back in the game.
Among Alice's things was a book, The Creator's Dilemma, by a Dr. Emil Hartman. Seeing the book brought back my fight with Alice. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face on the cover either.
I don't have my flashlight. Or the guns.
The gas station was my best bet. They'd have a phone I could use. It looked like a long hike through the forest to get there. Damn.
We're running through the forest. Do 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 do.
Hello? Hello? Someone there? The loose sheets of paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure. That was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. I couldn't remember writing it. In the scene on the page, the hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night.
That means we're gonna get attacked by an axe murderer in the...
Departure by Alan Wake. The man turned to face me. His face was covered in shadows. It was hard to make him out in the darkness of the forest that surrounded us, but the axe he lifted was plain to see. It glistened with the blood of his victim. He grinned madly. The shadows were alive, distorting his features. It was a scene from a nightmare, but I was awake.
Missing page. There's 3 missing pages that have weird... No. Found this page in Nightmare difficulty mode. Okay, so we'd have to play Nightmare all of the pages.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident.
Good job, Mr. Wake. You just read a page about how someone's gonna try to kill you, and you're
The
first.
lights up ahead were a good sign. Maybe I wouldn't have to hike all the way down to the gas station to find a phone.
No, we are. This is a brilliant idea, Mr. Wake.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident. Hey! Hey, you!
Phil!
There's been an accident. I need help. Listen, I need to...
Premium cabins for rent in...
Oh, hell.
Carl Stucky. Pleased to meet you. Non-refundable reservation deposit required. Fair and square. Fair and square.
The Taken stood before me. It was impossible to focus on it, as if it stood in a blind spot caused by a brain tumor and eye disease. It was bleeding shadows like ink underwater, like a cloud of blood from a shark bite. I was terrified. I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it, willing it to stop coming any closer. Suddenly something gave, and the light seemed...
Except I don't have a flashlight.
I had to figure a way out of this. Any second now, and Stucky would be knocking on the door with his axe like Nicholson in The Shining.
How perfect.
During your trying it's
Yes.
the latest.
Bright Falls Sheriff Station. How may I...
Hello? Hello?
Woman, let you shoot.
This man. More of them. My head pounded with a concussion. I'd never fired a gun outside a shooting range, and now I just killed someone. Or something. There were no bodies. They just disappeared. If I was dreaming, it felt real enough to make me sick. The dark forest was the last place I wanted to go, but I had no choice. I had to get to the gas station.
Well, it's back here.
Eerie hand-painted graffiti was revealed by my flashlight. Someone had hidden a chest
Flag
of
on.
supplies near it.
Okay. Flare gun's the multi-kill. And normal gun is for single shot kills. For more targeted fire. Alright. Let's do this.
It's rabbit season.
I gotta wait for them to do the little popping thing before I shoot them. Got it. Is there a thermos? There's something over there. Thermos? Oh, page. How many pages are there? Because I've already found this many. Jesus Christ.
Rose knew she had been gushing, but right now she didn't care. As far as she was concerned, her brief meeting with Alan Wake was literally the high point of her life. She watched as he got in the car with his wife. She was pretty, confident, at ease with Wake. Not like Rose. They were perfect for each other. She'd have given anything to be called their friend.
That does not sound like that's gonna go well for her. Seems to be implying that she might be a crazy bitch. Is your thermos back here? No. Okay. Well, I looked it up. This game is 9 hours, so we'll have 9 hours of gaming. I'm not sure if that do it all today, but I'll probably play a good portion of it. Maybe 2 or 3 hours so far. I'll do the 100% later. I don't know what that was. It looked weird. Also, it's kind of weird how it only uses the flashlight battery whenever I focus. On any other time. It can constantly be working otherwise.
When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water.
Oh no, is there a thermos over here? There is. What are we at? Is there a way to check? Nope, that's just manuscripts. Statistics. Coffee, 4 out of 100. Wait, what? Chests, radio shows, signs, alarm clocks, cardboard stand-ins, or standees, Night Springs video games found. There's a lot of collectibles. Oh, I'll always be one short on the coffee though, because I fucking missed one of the tutorial. The chest over there. Oh, it's a manuscript. It looks like a chest. It's just board. Alright, let's see.
Barry Wheeler was bouncing off the walls. He jumped on a plane after his calls were ignored by both Al and Alice for several days. It could mean that they were both on a second honeymoon, but Barry didn't buy it. Al had been way too unstable for that. Not sleeping, messed up. Barry had years of experience dealing with Alan Wake, and he couldn't ignore it. Something was wrong.
Alright. Oh, let's go, Mr. Wake.
Stucky was still out there, in the dark, stalking me.
Dude, 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 dude. Do a quick little glance around, make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay. Proceed at your own risk.
Taken.
They are filled with
Taken.
darkness.
The staircase was broken. I had to make my way up some other way.
Alright, Mr. Wick, here's the plan. We're gonna fly. I get the feeling that I'll be being able to pick that up soon.
There was no power. There was bound to be a generator somewhere at the logging site.
Right there. If I had to guess, we're not gonna go straight there. Cause yep, there it is. 100. Alan Wake 2 is gonna be hard. That didn't go as well as I'd hoped.
With all this forestry equipment around, there had to be something I could use to reach the top. I heard them before I saw them, swooping down from the sky and screeching as they came. I spun around just as the cloud was upon me. For an instant, I stared into 100 dead eyes, black pearls glittering in the darkness. I raised the flashlight and the swarm exploded like fireworks. Feathers burned, turned into ash. I couldn't hear my scream above theirs.
I'm guessing this is all. Yep, this is chapter 1. Okay, so these are only episode 1s. Pages. Daddy got a new gun. Alright, I don't think I should just whip that thing out. Alright, just standing here, make sure I'm at full health. Alright, let's do this. Now is not the time to be slow, Mr. Wick. Or Wake, not Wick. Look at Alan Wake 3 looks like John Wick, so. Oh, the pistol ammo. Hup. Alright. We're good now. We can continue. Do 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 do. Hup. Oh shit. I'm gonna die because I keep fucking up. There's a healing spot right there, so if I can make it over there, should be fine. Let's not recreate that again. Okay, thank God. Oh no, no, no. Come on, Mr. Wake! God damn it. You're slowing down my progress here. Alright. Fuck. Does it want me to shoot this? Because they're like perfectly lined up to be shot at. Checkpoint. Alright guys, I gotta go do some stuff, so I'll be back. And we'll continue the stream later. Alright, see you guys later. Welcome back guys. Let's see how much farther we can go. Let's see, the first video was 40 minutes. Let's try to go for another hour or so. Alright, where was I? Have I gone in here yet? No.
Well, I was just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night. I know most of you are probably in your beds by now, but if you're still up and around, take a moment. Step outside for a spell and breathe in deep. The weather is absolutely still. The sky is crystal clear. It's like the forest is quietly breathing along with you. As you listeners know, I'm a night owl, and it's on nights like this.
Alright. Sorry, I'm back again. Do. Fucking Twitch app is saying I'm not on there. Alright.
I wish I wasn't cooped up in the studio. Makes an old man like me wish I could just roam wild. But here I am, and it would keep you company all night long if I weren't. It looks like I'm not the only one staying up late. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Pat, it's Maurice Horton.
Hello, Maurice. What are you up to?
Well, I was just taking Toby on his walkie.
Oh, isn't it beautiful out there?
Sure, but Pat, the reason I called is that Toby heard something rumbling in the undergrowth and took off after it, and I couldn't find it.
Probably a rabbit.
Sure. Toby loves rabbits.
Well, sure.
Anyway, I figured that, you know, if anyone runs into Toby, they could grab him. My number's on his collar.
And Toby's a friendly dog?
Toby loves people. Usually he comes back, but we were pretty far from home, and it sounds like he went pretty wild there. Great dog, but just too dumb for his own good.
Well, Maurice, it's out there now. Hope Toby comes home soon.
Yeah, thanks.
You have a good night now.
I feel like he's involved in this. Alright. Whoop. Alright, so here's the road. Let's get back on track. Alright. Manuscript.
At first, I kept finding the pages as if by accident. The book I couldn't remember was either a terrible and true prophecy or an act of creation that had rewritten the world. I began to hunt the pages feverishly, for they held the answer to the mystery. With it, I could save myself. With it, I could save Alice.
Certainly hope so. Otherwise, Vicky, this is all for nothing, and that would really suck. Oh, there's a gas station.
The gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
The best dogs in the state. Belly Burster is the best with no cuts. Monster Dog is second best. The famous dog is...
Oh, I'm getting flanked. Oh. Didn't know they were gonna flank. Oh, I see, they're supposed to stop you from doing this. Oh. God fucking damn it. Alright, boys. We're getting low on the good old health here. Go, 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 go.
I stepped into the gas station's garage. It was dark and quiet. The place was a mess. It looked like someone trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight. Light spilled into the room through an open door at the back, and I made my way toward it. Without any warning, I was blinded by a bright light. An old portable TV on the shelf had come alive by itself. Impossibly, I could see myself on the screen, talking like a madman.
Interesting. I think I'm missing a few. I'm obviously missing a few pages. Because I think we're almost done with chapter 1. Okay. Maximum amount of batteries is 19. They couldn't have made it 20. So far I haven't had a need to use the flare gun. Hopefully it doesn't delete my fucking... I guess I know the tutorial. They get rid of it so that you don't start the game with everything, but hopefully it doesn't just delete it every at the end of every chapter. That'd be dumb. Okay. So weird having control over this and it being separate than my character. There's got to be a thermos around here somewhere. Page.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? She asked. The sheriff looked at me suspiciously. The early morning light flooded through the office windows. I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alive without her help. But I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced the previous night. She'd think I was lying or crazy. She'd lock me up, and she wouldn't help me find Alice.
Interesting. So is this like only a nightly occurrence? I mean, it makes sense, because the whole thing revolves around it being dark. And obviously when the sun's out, can't really have much darkness. Okay, so it's 20 is the max. Gotcha, gotcha. I know once I activate that, it's going to start the...
Science. It bestows immortality on those who advance it to elevate all of mankind. Newton,
Gotcha.
Einstein, Sagan, princes among men. But the price for such a legacy is steep indeed. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a quantum suicide. If our lives are already written, it would take a courageous man to change the script. Having called a press conference, Dr. Barclay Colvin is about to demonstrate that very courage.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press. I am Dr. Barclay Colvin, and I'm glad so many of you could join me here at the Moorcock Institute. Tonight, I'm going to give a practical demonstration of the many worlds interpretation. As you can see, this is a loaded 9mm pistol. It shall be part of a thought experiment. And now, a real experiment, known as a quantum suicide.
Did he say suicide? Is that a real gun? He's kidding, right?
Please, stay calm. There is no risk. Observe what occurs when I place the weapon against my own forehead. Now, you might think this round is merely a dud. Not so. Observe the flower pot. And yet, I myself cannot be harmed with this gun. With each pull of the trigger, 2 new realities branch off. One in which the weapon didn't fire, and one where it did. With my machine here, I have ensured that this reality is always the former. I have bestowed upon myself quantum immortality. Under no circumstances can this gun kill me.
So wait. What you're saying is that every time you pull the trigger, in another reality, you die?
Yes, of course, but that's completely trivial. There's an infinite number of things that could happen at any moment, and they always do happen somewhere. The point is, this one thing did not happen here.
You're insane, Colvin.
Insane? Insane?
Hey, was this thing supposed to be plugged in? I stumbled on it.
You fools! Gaze upon quantum immortality.
Poor Dr. Colvin.
What the fuck?
Hubris or the ignorance of the masses. Perhaps he should have left the crate unopened, the decaying atom unobserved. Curiosity often kills the cat. In Night Springs.
What the fuck did we just watch? Okay. Why is there so much ammo right there? And explosive barrels. There's a thermos. God damn it. Oh, he's already stunned. Oh.
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come. Assuming I'd reached the lights at the gas station alive.
I bet you that's a lot harder on Nightmare Mode, dude. I wonder how much health will it give you? Oh, it'll slowly recharge to full. Good to know. Alright. Got our thermos. Fuck. Sorry guys, I'm all sick. Okay, there we go. I was expecting a lot more people, but then again, the way the combat works in this game is it's not really combat oriented from what I'm seeing. It's mostly just there to give you something to do.
I recognized the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived with Alice.
Mm-hmm. Deer. Was it Deer Fest? I believe. Okay.
After the insanity I had just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting. At least for a moment, the sane world reasserted itself.
Safe zone. Page. Okay, we got all of them. Good.
Stucky spat on the garage floor and tried to shake the cobwebs from his head. Ever since the couple never showed to pick up the keys, things had been fuzzy. Something, a feeling caught his attention. Stucky looked up and stared as his brain tried in vain to process the horror before him. He stumbled back, knocking over a can of oil. A black pool spread across the floor while he struggled for a brief moment, then let go as the unrelenting darkness engulfed him.
Damn. Sad.
The Deer Fest had been 2 weeks away when we arrived. If the day count on the banner was right, I was missing a whole week between the night we got here and now. The garage was a mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight.
All right. I'll keep writing. Outside, there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her. I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost.
I don't believe this. It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
The 68th Annual Deer Fest, September 15th through 18th. Games and activities, rifle tickets, fishing competition, pie contest, and surprise competitions. Live music for the children, Bucktooth Charlie Afternoons, and Montgomery the Mystics Amazing Phantasmagoria evenings. Don't miss the legendary Deerfest parade.
Bright Falls Sheriff Station.
Oh, thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker. You are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen. I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake. Not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head. Are you okay?
Listen.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station. Okay? Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me. And then she wouldn't have helped me with Alice.
So he hasn't realized that the pages that he's finding or exactly what he's doing. Welcome to Alan Wake.
I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice.
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at. But the cabin had disappeared.
Taken.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up. Hey, handsome. This is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
Actually, before I do that, exploration. Oop, manuscript. Oh, yep.
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head.
This isn't
a
like
rerun of my own private snuff movie, a memory of my corpse, alone at my own wake, thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me. This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down.
Oh, this is probably one of his stories.
Bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now. My wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
Take him. I don't know who you are, but I will find you, and I will kill you. I have a particular set of skills. Alright, sorry. Alan Wake Return to Sender, my Alex Cassie, an Alex Cassie thriller. Alan Wake, I Can't Forget, an Alex Cassie thriller. Alan Wake, Alex Cassie, an Alex Cassie thriller. The Things That I Want, and The Fall of Cassie. I imagine it goes in that order. Return to Sender, Forget, Alex Cassie, Things I Want, and The fall. No, it's probably starts with the fall of Alex and then works its way backwards. Right to left and all that. Where the fuck do you have a radio? So what is happening outside? Where? Are we in New York,
The
right?
continuing freezing rain and heavy snowfall have necessitated a winter storm warning in the entire tri-state area. People are advised to stay indoors as many roadways are already closed, and city officials are not expecting snow crews to keep up with the weather. We're now on the third day of the blizzard, and the weather is not expected to clear up anytime soon.
Interesting. Should we check everything before we go? That's everything. Okay, so let's switch on the coffee maker. And then fight some demons.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm
But-
gonna finish this by tomorrow.
The water tank is empty. Or it's just very clear water.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly. These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan? Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
I'm right here, baby.
I'm fine, I'm fine. Just...
Honey, it's a power outage.
Now,
I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
Why do I have a health bar?
I know it's
Is it just a
stupid,
standard
it's
thing for the...
just-
Okay, it is.
Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
No, she's serious, because in the second game, they have a song about it.
Thanks for this.
Bright Falls, present day.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate you. Wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
It's cool how I can change sides whenever I want. Richard Baugh, Bruce Dansky, Jacob Miller. On a camping trip overdue. Hasn't been in contact. If you have seen them or know their whereabouts, please call 555-9932. Smart. That's very smart. To not put an actual fucking phone number in here so that people don't actually try to call that number. Oops. Alright.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
This is unintentional.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alice, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor.
The deputies, they'll understand. They won't listen to me. I need it to be bright in here.
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff.
Why is it so quiet? Hold on. Now it's turned all the way up.
We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deer Fest float. Now, folks, we get this every year. I know it's exciting, the big day's almost here, but let's save it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition, huh? No point in getting all worked up yet.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
God damn it, come on. Alright.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife? Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business. Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, what the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop,
the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their...
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey! Oh, my! Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
No branding
I
on
don't
this car.
like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him!
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you.
She has a what? The skeleton of a Columbian mammoth, Mammothus columbi. The specimen, estimated to be 14,000 years old, was recovered from the La Brea tar pits in 1981. It was donated to the Elderwood National Park in 1998 when the Columbian mammoth became Washington state fossil. Named Bucktooth Charlie, it has since become the park's official mascot. Ah, fuck.
Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice, and everything's just...
Do you understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure.
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No. This whole thing... Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
Yeah, fuck you too.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too. If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that. Oh, and hey, if you take a walk in the woods, watch your steps so you don't end up like Max. I guess I'm a little worried. We got a bunch of campers out there we haven't heard from. It's not like these people are on a schedule, but with the traps, well, you know. I just don't want any trouble.
Right, thanks.
Because they're all dead. Because I shot them in the head.
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in...
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be Deliverance all over again. I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Walk through the door now.
Yep, I knew I had to come back and check. Da, 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 da. They do. They reset your guns. Okay, at least you get the revolver. They reset the shotgun and the flare gun. And they take all your ammo every chapter. Older gameplay styles.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
He has a fair point, though. Let's get this going.
I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Yes, the normal sounds that birds make.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage. No plan, really. Just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Yes, exactly, Pat. But I'm going to check out the parade, of course. And I'll be one of the pie contest judges, too.
Well, that takes a different kind of constitution.
Oh, yeah. It's my kind of exercise.
Now, Doc, seriously, you're in pretty good shape, though. You're the outdoors type. I know for a fact you're an avid fisherman.
That's right. Matter of fact, just caught a heck of a largemouth bass early this morning.
But you're not taking part in the fishing contest?
No, not this year. See, Pat, I'm just not that competitive anymore. Now I just like to take my time and enjoy the peace of it. It's no fun if I need to worry about what I'm catching, you know?
Considering your track record, the participants are probably pretty happy you feel that way.
Well, Pat, that's kind of you to say.
Interesting. Over ammo. Alrighty. Power consumption, you know, all that jazz. Good for the ecosystem. Alright.
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs. Tonight's episode, The Man in the Mirror.
Oh, you get closer so you guys can see it better.
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
Coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took a kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow, that sentence really flows, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face?
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. But the white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You
The fuck?
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see it again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
What the fuck? Okay, that one's a little bit more direct than the other one was, that's for sure. Alrighty. Okay. Lover's Peak. This away. Oops, sorry, hit the microphone. Is there loots up here? Yep, there's a page. Manuscript. Oh my god. There's a few more on this chapter.
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
Strange. I thought it was a thermos.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. "Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page."
Interesting. Safety lights. Oh, these aren't safety lights. These are just lights.
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
God damn.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please, help me! Anybody? Help me! Help me!
The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way. Felt the broken ribs stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
God damn.
The ranger's office was locked. I'd need a key to get in.
Guess we're going here first.
Hello?
Back here. Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back. Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript, It would help me understand what had happened. Shh. Good boy.
Where's the page?
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
Here it is.
At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe.
Oh, I was talking about the safety lights. Where the fuck's the shotgun?
I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker.
Can I have the
There
axe?
was no way to get the lights back on.
Rusty! Rusty!
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
Just in case I have to fight out here. Good to know. If you do it right, you don't even have to hold the trigger down. You don't have to focus fire.
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Ow. When he made the joke, I was like, maybe it was the mammoth.
Please don't feed the animals. Fishing is only permitted for those visitors who purchase a park license. Obey the ranger's instructions at all times.
Rusty? Rusty, no!
Never. Two bears and wolves. Any other? A little closer than 25. That's us, Bailey. To remove any historical artifacts from the park.
Oof. Gotta say, Alan Wake's pretty spot on with his shots. Safety light. Alright.
What the hell was that? I saw from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone.
I mean it.
In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
Weird. Weird kind of relationship, but I mean, hey, whatever floats your boat. I ain't criticizing. Hiking trail. Foot traffic only. So far, no flare gun. Do not feed the wildlife. $100 penalty.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Damn, they're making you work for this one. Because they're giving him a shotgun. And the flare gun. Yep. Alright, let's get back out of here. Nope. Not a safety light. I figured as much. Oh. Man, those guys that sneak up behind you are real fucking quiet, I'll give them that. Da-da-da-da. One sec, guys. What's over here, then? Oh, we're in combat. Where are they at?
Nobody in Bright Falls seemed to know where Al was, but Rose, the waitress at the diner, had seen him. From what Barry could tell, Al pretty much fell off the face of the earth when he left the diner. Rose was just the kind of fan that Al hated, but she really tried to help. She was smart, too. Knew a lot about what was going on in the town. Knew a lot about Al. Even knew who Barry was. Barry liked her. That was no big surprise. When it came to women, Barry and Al rarely saw eye to eye.
I'm not seeing a thermos. Usually they shine if you flash the light on, if you shine your flashlight on them. Oh, it's very dark. This is a safe point. Alright. Alright, boys. That's probably all I got for this, of this for today. So, it'll be it for Alan Wake for the day. I'll probably stream a lot more of it on Tuesday. Probably about to go stream some R6. So, thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys later.